6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give right side. It's Hodges. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the next-gen stat's going to show his top speed on that one, and that is a very impressive number. 2 and now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try the left side. Hodges. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. He finds his man, complete. That's Hodges. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, 29 yards. And the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Bears 7, Vikings nothing. Pat O'Donnell, the kickoff for Chicago.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Mon going to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mon steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They go play action here. Mon. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fielded at about the 28. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash, this from 48. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give. This is Cook. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Completes it to the fullback, Ham. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Now Mond. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to pass. Tua. And it's caught. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0.
Vikings, nothing. Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Cook now off the read option. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mond. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Second down.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Room to run inside the 40. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this open. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. There he goes, right side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Tackle made back at the 5-yard line.
2 and now, 3rd and goal. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Down at the 26. A gain of a yard.
Mond now off of play action. Escaping the pressure right. Open man here is Conklin. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's Mond. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. On first down, here's Mon. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On second down, it's Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chunking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Mon looks to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
A run there with Cook on first down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And that is incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On first down, it's Hodges, and he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Mond looks to throw on first down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. It's complete to Cook. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook, 37 yards. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll try the left side. Hodges. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Open man is Uzomah. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Nifty move. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Bears are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Hodges. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Hodges, he'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. A lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here's Mond. They're going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mond. Going for the deep ball. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Vikings on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mond going to throw it. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They go play action here. Mond. Being chased out left. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as they'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago